Hi guys, yeah, we are finally back with the regular mirror recording, I guess. But anyways, this is part 2 of rating my Pokemon. Anyways, just give my this is my opinion, and I'd like to hear you guys in the comments if you want to see them. This is my opinion, so don't be offended or anything if you or your Pokemon like the most lowest rank or whatever. Anyways, let's go right to the video. Okay, back to where we was at. Scraggy. Okay, Fish can see how bad his offensive capabilities are, only dealing 10 damage, but he does take 10 less damage, which I guess is something, but it's after applying weakness and resistance, and he also lands like 70 HP, but his cost is not that bad, only being 1, and his weakness is grass. Like I said, I don't really see or go against grass type decks, but he's a basic, so I don't have to worry about evolving him. Extra points, I guess, but since he does like barely any damage and he is not really that durable, though he is at least decent, he's gonna go into D tier. Anyways, let's go to the next one. Team Rocket's Coughing. And as you can see, he also is one of the first Pokemon we got so far that has an ability. And basically all it does is that if it's damaged or killed, you basically search your deck for the 2 Pokemon that have coughing in their name and put them onto your bench. That's kind of it. Now that depends if you have any coughing, because I'm pretty sure you won't just put like your deck full of coughing Pokemon. Like what? Unless you're kind of a psycho, which definitely won't be me. But anyways, it's only a attack that is damage to the Leaping Gash, just 3 damage, and it only needs 2 energy. And its cost is only 2, so you only waste like 2 energy, or you waste 1 energy. And his weakness is fine. So like I said, I don't really go against fighting decks either, and I don't really see them either. Basic, only 70 HP though, so get knocked out fairly quickly. It's stage 1 to be honest with you, but there are chances it could be instantly go just like a couple of turns of the basic. And that's kind of it. Now it is an ability, which is honestly not that bad. Ability Sponks and Nulls ain't that bad. So yeah, but still, it requires it taking damage. I guess that's what they get for dealing damage to coughing. Team Rocket's Coughing. Anyways, so this is going to go into C tier since the ability is very useful. You need just a bunch more Pokemon, but they're all going to be coughing. Anyways, same thing, like 2 or 3 of those, I think. Okay, the regular old coughing. Okay, 70 HP. Same as last one. It's a dark, obviously. It's a basic. And it also only has a true cost of 1. Basically the same energy as last time. You either waste 2 energy if it dies, or you just waste 1 energy if it retreats. Weakness is fighting as usual. Basically the same stats, but it does have 1 attack that's different, and it's small. Yeah, that's kind of it. And also, small also does poison the Pokemon, but it only does like 20 damage, 10 less. Isn't that bad though? Though it does like still does barely any damage, but it does poison and only needs 2 energy. So yeah, and it's also a basic, so I don't have to worry about evolving it either. So that's pretty good. But since it doesn't have an ability to help, it doesn't go in not a C tier, a D tier. And I have like a couple of those, so there could be like a bunch of these out of nowhere. Oh, another Scraggy, another version of Scraggy. Now, the different Pokemon that are different versions, but the same Pokemon I'm also going to be reading, because it's, like, different attack and stuff. Anyways, Scraggy has 70 HP, and also has 2 different attacks. Low Kick does 10 damage, and just needs 1 any type of energy. Then Head Strike does 50 damage, but needs 3 energy. So in total, you're wasting, like, 4 energy if it dies, and if you retreat, you're only wasting 1 energy, isn't that bad. So basic, you don't have to worry about evolving it. And also is a weakness of grass. So, and like I said, I don't really see much grass decks. So, yeah. So, since it actually does more than 10 damage like the other Scraggy version, it's gonna be in a C tier instead of a D. I don't remember what tier, but the other ones I think was a D or an F. Anyways, so I'm gonna go there. Ghastly, okay. It's been once I've seen this Pokemon actually. It's 70 HP, basic, dark, and Ghastly. It has a true cost of 1, only needs 1 energy to attack, and also has a weakness of fighting. Ain't that bad? So I don't really see fighting Pokemon anyways, or fighting decks. Now, the only thing about surprise attack is that it's an RNG attack. If it's Tails, it does nothing at all, and it's only attack Ghastly has just 30 damage. 30 damage ain't bad. Depends on your preference, I guess. But it only needs 1 dark energy too. So yeah, so you either waste 1 energy either way. So yeah, but since the attack does have a chance of not doing anything at all, it's gonna be put in a F tier. Why, may I ask? Because even though its retreat cost is not that bad, it only has 70 HP. It is not really durable, not bad at endurance though, and also it's the only attack it has is RNG. So yeah, even though it's a base to evolve it, the only attack it has is just RNG. So yeah, it's gonna go in F tier. Marines Morpeko. Okay. I actually have two versions of this, which is in one of my Dark Days with Houndoom EX, but this is the version that I guess is good, but still dark. Has no retreat cost, which is not that bad, and it also goes well with its attack, Spiky Wheel, which is 20 plus damage, and for every dark energy attached to Marines Morpeko, it is 40 more damage. That is awesome. Now, it only has 70 HP, so it can kill just a couple turns, even if it isn't a basic. Sorry, I had to flee. Freaking dog, I have to go to flee bath after this. It's a basic, but still, it is not really durable. Though, its spiky, not spiky wheel attack, its retreat cost is also none, so you don't have to worry about wasting any energy. Literally how much energy you put on this Pokemon is how much you'll waste. So if you have so much energy attached, like maybe like 6, and it dies, it was like 6 energy. So yeah. Very bad, but it only needs 3 energy of any type, and dark energy, I mostly get in like all the packs I pull for some reason. Like, to me, dark energy is the most common energy I get for some reason. I don't know why. And psychic. But anyways, since it does more damage, the more energy attached to it, and also it does more damage. Not more damage. It also has no retreat cost, so it's pretty good. And it's also a basic, so you don't have to evolve it. And it's actually probably going to be our first B tier Pokemon. No retreat cost, and the only thing it can waste energy if it dies, which is it's 70 HP, but just wanna. It's because of the HP, it can die pretty easily. We put in a C instead of a B. Anyways. Stop it, needs freaking fleet. Oh my gosh. Sneasel. Okay. Now, Sneasel is kind of just the same as Beldum, so that's dark instead, and has weakness of grass or fire. Which costs 1, and its attacks absolutely suck. 1 dark for only 10 damage, and then 2 normal for only 20 damage. You're wasting like 3 energy right there if it dies, just for like 10 or 20 damage. And its surge retreat cost is 1, not being bad. It still sucks, in my opinion. Like, it has 70 HP, sure. It does like barely any damage for 3 energy. Wasting 3 energy on this thing that you're probably not going to use. It's probably going to die like a couple 3 turns, depending on the Pokemon. So yeah, it's definitely going to be an F tier. Sorry for the Sneasel lovers. I have a different version of that too, just I don't know where it is. Somewhere in the decks. Murkrow, basic Murkrow. Well, normal Murkrow, not Team Rocket's Murkrow. 60 HP, 20 less HP, but has resistance, takes 30 less fighting damage, basically the same down stats right here as the other one, I'm pretty sure. Trickles of 1, and only needs 2 energy to do all of its attacks. Spin turn only does 10 damage though, and it just switches the Pokemon with another one in the bench. But the United Wings attack, I guess, depends on the Pokemon. Now, you have to have a bunch of Pokemon with the United Wings attack to deal damage, because it only does 20 default damage, and for every... no, it does no damage at all, I think, if you don't have any Pokemon with the United Wings. So, if you don't have any Pokemon with the United Wings attack in the discard pile, it does no damage. Okay, that sucks. Yeah, it's gonna go on F tier. Sorry for Murkrow lovers. I'm sorry. Shroodle. Okay, Shroodle. It's kind of like weaker versions of Beacons, I guess. Probably not. Maybe. Actually, no, it does poison, doesn't discard energy. Okay, Shroodle is not that durable and 60 HP, but it is dark. But yeah, poison jab, any damage. Now, if this randomly cuts off, sorry, but this ran out of storage space. But anyways, poison jab, 20 damage, not bad. I'm just gonna quickly rate this. I don't want to explain like deep into it since I don't have a bit of time. For recording one freaking cuts off out of nowhere. But anyways, it's definitely going to be a C tier. Only 2 energy to 20 damage and poison enemy. Anyways, see you guys later. I can't do an outro right now because of the limited time. Anyways, see you guys later. Bye.